I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm the head coach for JobSearchCoachingHQ.com, and welcome. I do one-on-one coaching with people to help you be more effective in your job search. I believe that job hunting doesn't have to be hard, difficult, painful, or take a long time. It's just that there are different skills needed to finding a job than doing a job. And in working with people, I try to make the process less painful because recruiters don't work for you. Employers have their interest in heart. Who backs up your game? So that's what I'm here for. As an experienced professional who worked in search for more than 40 years, filling tons of positions over the course of a career, I can help you navigate your job search. Now, here I thought I would deal with negotiating the counteroffer, because for some people, leaving is hard. Now, I know every recruiter is gasping at this point when I talk about negotiating a counteroffer, because what they always tell job hunters stems from an old article that was published 20 some odd years ago called Counteroffers: The Road to Ruin, which is basically designed to make you afraid to stay. It tells you that all you're doing is getting your raise in advance, that they're going to hold this over your head and punish you. After all, in the future, if they have a choice between you and the loyal person, who are they going to reward? Now, I'm not going to get into that part of the argument. I'm just going to simply say not all counteroffers are going to lead to ruin, and not all counteroffers are problematic. So I want to start by saying you need to sit down, ideally at the beginning of your search, to identify what it is that's prompting you to look at other things. Money, of course, is important, but it's probably not the only variable that you looked at. Maybe you saw a few promotional opportunities. Maybe your boss hasn't been treating you fairly. Maybe you don't like the team that's involved, that you're working with. But fundamentally, there's more than just simply the money that's involved. Now, if it's only the money, it's easy. You have another offer. You don't just take it at the same level. Sorry, I'm getting my hands confused there. You don't take it at the same level. You want the new firm to improve it. Otherwise, all that's happening is, okay, they matched it. Now what? Because there are other things that are not right. Maybe the new offer gives you more vacation. Maybe it's a new type of project. So in negotiating the counteroffer, it always has to start off with understanding what it is you're really looking for beyond simply the money. So create a list of those items. And if you didn't do it at the beginning of the search, you got to do it now. What prompted you to look at other things, and how does the new firm solve those problems? And thus, what do you need from your old firm to do to solve and improve upon the solution? After all, you're putting a gun to their head, and you're basically threatening them with your departure in order to get them to move. So you want them to do better than the other offer, not just simply match it. So money is one variable. Let's say it's about more interesting work. If they're only going to give you the same work in the same group with the same boss as you have now, how did that improve? All that's happening is you've gotten the money. You see, for employers, the money is the easy thing for them to match. But you want to deal with the other variables and put together your proposal all at once, knowing full well that they may not match it, but at least you have the other thing. Now, I want to be clear. People sometimes get incredibly disappointed that their current employer doesn't match or exceed the other offer. But here's the reality to it. It's business. It's not personal. Your manager's hands may be tied by their manager, or some policy that has nothing to do with you. It may just be an institutional policy. Like I know of a number of firms that for years would not make a counteroffer. They basically tell you, you can leave now. Don't let the door hit you in the butt. It's not personal. That's a policy that they have. But when you're negotiating, you have to understand clearly what it is you're trying to improve upon in your current circumstances that would need to be improved over the other firm, the one that has acted in good faith to hire you, before you would ever consider accepting the counteroffer. Then put the proposal in front of the other of your current firm, and basically tell them, "Hey, look, I'm not looking for just a match. I'm looking for improvement over what this firm has done. After all, the reality is I had to do this at the threat of leaving. So I wanted to get a little bit better." Don't give them an ultimatum. Don't threaten them. Just say it in a matter-of-fact way. And remember, this is not TV. This is real life with real-life consequences. And as a result, you have to be pragmatic here. And in comparing the two as they finally are, advantage the other firm. After all, they've done it the right way. They've evaluated and assessed you and given you an offer that's worth accepting, and now your current firm is responding to it. They may just go for the match. Always go for improving every one of those criteria that's on your list, so that in this way, they can't be hypnotizing you. Like, I remember a placement I lost years ago where there was someone I was representing for the number one role in this new business function for an organization. And he gave his notice, and he received a call from a former boss of his who is now running one of the largest government agencies in the United States, telling him he should stay with his firm. Now, this guy had already left. That's the bizarre thing about it. And he was mesmerized by his former boss into staying because, well, I won't go into the story. I'll just simply say that was a dumb mistake. The money never materialized for the guy, and it came back to haunt him later in his career. Be practical, not emotional. If you feel emotions, find a way to discharge them with a wife, husband, partner, friend, mentor, ally, whomever it is. Not a mentor from your current firm. Just want to be clear about that. But someone that you know from another organization. So I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. If you run into this kind of a problem, I'd love to help you navigate your way through it. Reach out to me by connecting with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/the Big Game Hunter. Once we're connected, message me. We'll set up a time to speak. I'd love to help you. Hope you have a great day. Take care.